Hebrews, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. We do this by keeping our eyes on Yahawashi, Hamashiach, the champion, who initiate and perfect our faith because of the joy awaiting him. He endured the cross, disregarding its shame, but now disregarding its shame. Now he sits in the place of honor beside Yahweh's throne. Think of all the hostility he endured from sinful people. Then you won't become weary and give up. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. The Wadi Yabashim Yahushua. The Wadi Yabashim Yahushua for giving us the apostles and the elders a great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word in sincerity and truth, and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord lifting up the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens. Rightfully so. I brought this out of the Lord to take the course of this video. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all the other filthy customs that I've taken upon. I just saw a headline too. Right, it says for Hebrews chapter 12, the headline reads, they got two of them. It says Yahawashi, the example. That's for the KJV. Yahawashi, the example. And for the NLT, it says Yahweh's disciplines prove his love. So we can put that together. That's real powerful. Yahawashi, the example. Yahweh's discipline proves his love. Real powerful stuff. And this is if we are I think this is the chapter. Hold on. I just thought of a verse. It's kind of I think this is the chapter. Yeah, this is it. I didn't see the verse yet, but yeah. Yeah, this is it. I just want to jump down to a verse. You know how I read this before, and it just came back to me. This chapter is based upon discipline, and it says, I just want to jump down to verse 6, real quick. And before I do that, Yahweh, Yahweh shall love you if he putting you through the ringer. You know, that's like I just said, like I just read, Yahweh's discipline proves his love. So I read it out of the Lord. Yahweh shall I brought this out of the Lord to the course of this video. Salakia. Right now the time is 11:45 p.m. Thursday, March 14th, 2024, the hopeful year of all prophecies, or the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Last year was the prophecies being fulfilled, Salakia. But my mind's all over the place right now, but I'm trying to narrow it down. A lot of verses jumped to my mind. And I was reading another chapter, but it led me to this verse. And when I read it, the spirit had me pull this picture back up right here, like precious faith, and I read the verse, and then I read the how I read the verse, then I thought of the picture, then I forgot the verse because I had all the other thoughts jumping in my mind. I just felt like it was a battle right there. I said, "Oh, this is the video," because I read these two verses, and I was like, "Oh, this is a video." Because every time I get a thought like that, I'll be like, "Yo," but if something else is, when another thought is trying to distract the thought, I'll be like, "Oh, that's the video. That's the key. That's the how you say? That's the oh man, how you say it? That's the thing that wants me to make the video. It was something else that's trying to fight that thought. Oh yeah, like a eureka. I got to do this video. So and like precious faith, because it simultaneously, like back to back, it came on with this. I had to do this video. So based upon Yahweh Shah and our precious faith in him. This is precious faith. Faith is a gift. And it's a substance, man. It's something. Let's get that. Where's that person? There's a lot of things popping up on my feed right now. So Salaki. And there's a lot of thoughts running through my mind. Faith. Oh. Salaki. I just woke up and I was burnt out, man. I was really burnt out. There's a lot of shit going on around me. Trying to maintain his job. And we gotta still do the leadership. We gotta watch Shah. We gotta still hope and pray that we ain't gotta do this no more, man. We gotta hope and pray the system collapse. And that's part of Jacob's trouble. That's why it's the whole full year of Jacob's trouble. Because we want this thing to happen so we can get the hell up out of here, man. And you look at it, and then people they still try to figure you out based upon what makes this man tick, or why is he doing this? Why is he so got so much inspiration? What is it? What makes him tick? Why is he so focused? So there's a lot of stuff, but you know what? You know what it is? The discipline that Yahawashi Shah put upon us, and he keeps us focused, man. They keep us focused. I'm just looking at it says they fall to discipline. So I wanted to read this verse, right? That's a lot here. This is Hebrews chapter 12. It's the same chapter, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. The NLT, right? For the Lord, the NLT translation. For the Lord Yahweh shall discipline those he loves, and he punish each one he accept as his child. And I went into this word punish before, right? Let me see if I'm right, because there was something I saw. Right? It was something I saw. Okay, it was inflict a Salakia. It's gonna take a minute. Penalty, right? Come on, really. So maybe it was discipline. I think it was something I saw. Inflict a penalty or sanction on someone as retribution. Yeah. For an offer, especially a transgression of a legal or moral code. Similar, inflict penalty or sanction on someone for such offense. Treat someone in an unfairly harsh way. Or maybe it was discipline. It was something I saw earlier, Slovakia. Yeah, it was discipline. All right. It was discipline, right?
Discipline.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using punishment to correct. See, it was the word punishment was in it. So I was like, what did I saw? All right, so we are being disciplined and using punishment to correct. And what happened? What happened through this punishment is we've been, brought down, humbled, and now we're raising up to be corrected. And it's truly to be judges, man, and because we're gonna be priests, judges, kings. We're gonna rule. We're gonna make swift judgment. It's gonna be so accurate that and people are gonna have to think. Nobody gonna have time to think if it's cruel or not, because it's gonna be so righteous. We're gonna be righteous. It just makes sense that we're gonna see holograms of the things. This is wrong. It's gonna be quick. You're gonna see. It's gonna be shown to the because what is how it says? Rebuke before all and rest with fear, something to the effect like that. Rebuke before all. Rebuke before all. Bible verse.
According to Bible.com, 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 20 KJV, them that sin rebuke before all, that other.
That's it. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 20. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others also may fear. So that's the key element. And that's what we want. We want swift judgment. Because these people out here are ruthless, trifling, and they so sneaky, they'll do anything to be on top of you. I'm telling you, that's how trifling these people are. And they got this stupid look on their face of rebellion. The resentment face. I don't know. Let me see what that means. I always used to say it. They got the resentment face. It's a lot. Just bear with me. It just jumped in my mind. Resentment mean.
Here's the definition of resentment: bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly.
All right. Well, they're bitter. They're bitter at your situation. They see you, and you ain't treat them wrongly, but they just see you come and at this point of the game, man, right, of this situation, of this scenario, of this worst case scenario, at this point of the game, man, it's no time to give up. And I'm looking at this right now, at this moment, in real time, thinking about this, right? I could visualize that there's nothing more precious than his faith, man. And it's something. It's a substance, man. And when you look at it, right? I'm looking at it right now. We got a broad thing to accomplish. It's at the straight gate. Remember, in Second Ezra, that we're going to be walking down a straight path, but when we get to the end of that, if we make it to the other side, we're going to have everything. We're going to have everything, man. So this briefcase of faith, this precious faith, is leading us on it's guiding us through this worst case scenario to perfection. It's guiding us through this worst case scenario to perfection. That's what this faith is doing. Man, I don't have anything else to rely on. Just tell you the truth, man. I don't have anything else. I've seen all the examples, all the situations, and I'm like, man. And I examined the situation. Right? I examine it, and I'm like, man, it'll be senseless. And then to icing the cake, the Lord gave you other ones that He said, look at this one. it'd be like all of a sudden quick. It seemed like it took a while. Like for example, with a polite, I don't know how many years. I think it was 2030. I don't know how long it was, but it took a long time for it to happen. Right? It seemed like it was a long time, but to the lawyers, it's seconds. To us, it's like years. Oh man, this guy's still talking mess out of his mouth, like polite, and then all of a sudden, look what he did. We kept our faith in this. Okay, he kept talking all this mess about us. We doing this. Why we gonna follow his book? And we kept to it. And then lo and behold, before we know it, swift judgment. Boom. And it was before all. It wasn't hitting. Everybody saw it. It was so bad. Everybody that was friends with him backed off from him. You don't see no Sarnettas. You don't see no Natural Tahooties, whatever the damn names are. All these people that was with him, yeah, polite. He's a scholar. He's a bitch about that. They all scattered from him. And we standing firm for this truth, man. It's like precious faith, man. And Yahawashi. So it just that was just something that just came to mind. Salakia. And we do why Yahawashi, man, for this great thing. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 20. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others may also. Let me say that others also may fear. And that's where we at, man. It's an open what is it, how you say it? An open rebuke is better than a secret love. So we at the point, man, don't even lose focus now. You ain't got nothing to look. You ain't got nothing back there. I'm telling you, man. Like maybe a few months ago, I can't really call it when, but it happened. I sat back and I started looking at situations, and I said, okay, I'm gonna eliminate certain things out of my life, and it helped. I still eat a little bit, more than normal, like, but I stretched out my I started doing intermittent fasting. That helped out a lot. Then when I do eat, I eat a nice big portion, and hopefully that lasts through the whole night. Sometimes I might eat a snack, I try to or drink some smoothie juice, some juices, some green juices, ginger juice, stuff like that while I'm sleeping. Or when I wake up, in between nights, drink a lot of water. So it's all about discipline. I wish I could do more, but to my best of my ability, I'm narrowing it down. Just, in a health sense, in a mental sense, spiritual sense. And it helped. It still things you got to deal with, but who said we're going to be here and who said this is not the perfect place? This is fucking hell, right? We're going through hell, oh shit, the worst case scenario. It's like, oh, but we learn to endure. Just remember, that's how you know Ashashua's kingdom is falling apart, because they can't bust them moves they used to bust before. They can't go around. It's too much of us here. They can't go around. That's what makes them terrified. They can't go around lynching us, doing all this crazy shit they used to do to us before. That's how you know the Lord is loosening up His curses on us. The scripture said that the curses that was on us is going to be on them. We're going to have everything, man, and they not. So Salak. And we know all these individuals because the worst ones we got to worry about is our own people. And they about to feel the wrath of Yahawashi Shah. We don't have to bust no move. And we see what it is. The Wadi Yahawashi Shah for this experience. All right, so Salakia. just came out of nowhere. So it says Hebrews chapter 12 verse 6, the NLT translation. For the Lord Yahweh shall discipline those he loves, and he punish each one he accept as his child. And that's what you want to be. You want to be one of his child. All right? You want to be, oh, wait a minute. Let's go up a verse. Let's go to 5. Well, I was, yeah, yeah, that was, let me read this anyway. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5. The NLT translation. The NLT translation. And so like, and have you forgot the encouraging words Yahweh spoke to you as children? He said, my child, don't make light of the Lord's discipline, and don't give up when he corrects you. Don't give up, man. Oh, shit. Oh, you think you down and out, and no, behold, he showed you reasons why he did it. I'm telling you. You all busted up, and you wonder why, and you people looking at you, damn, this motherfucker look like he just went through the ringer, like something's going on, and then all of a sudden, the Lord shows you why you went through that. The correction. And it always leads back to the same verses. Oh, you always read that verse. You don't got another verse? But the Spirit wants that verse to come out. The Spirit of Yahawashi wants that verse to come out. And right now, what's that verse? second Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, man. It's just it's fire, bro. The verse is fire, bro. It's like one of the best verses that encouraged me. All right. And look, Lord, behold, Abratazah, boom, it's open. It says, I love this chapter, bro, because it explains so much what we're going through. It's a great ordeal, and it's preparing us for Jacob's trouble. Wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of that time. And while I was going through this, man, and this is the spirit, because I was like trying to figure out how I was going to do a video, and yesterday I didn't get to do a video, and I kept saying to myself, Lord, I missed the video. Like I was all tired and burnt out. I was at work staggering. People looking at me like, this motherfucker look tired. I was tired. I'm like, oh man, I'm trying to run around and do all this other shit. You're never gonna fucking catch up to Bill. Bill's just out of fucking control. So it's a lot. But the Lord give you just enough to get through the day, and that's what's necessary. And now, hey man, I was sleeping. I came home, crashed out. I ate something, crashed, went to sleep. And I was waiting all day. I didn't eat nothing. I had like a snack here and there, but drink a lot of water and some coffee. Black coffee. I don't put sugar in my coffee. So, I was just like getting through the day. And finally I got off. And I ran home. And the first thing I did was eat a big meal and went to sleep. And I was like, oh man, I was looking at scriptures. I said, oh man, I missed the video. And I feel ashamed, man, like what I'm telling you, bro. Like, if I'm calculating what I need to get done. And, you get like kind of nervous. Oh, you hear that voice, hey, what happened to your video? That's a Satan, man, talking shit to you, bro. And you know what? And then it be that moment. This is that moment. This is that video. And it's gonna manifest itself what the Lord wants you to do for Him, and you're gonna be His example. And that's what it said. Oh, hold on. That's what it said. That's what it said. Let's go back. Hold on. It says, here's our great example. Hebrews chapter 12, right? The headline reads for KJV, Yahawashi Mashiach, the example. He's our example. And we're going to be, I want this out joint heirs, and we're going to be great examples too. Because He's going to put that crown on our head. Because we're going to have like faith in Him. And he's going to be the one that comes back and put that crown on our heads. That's what we want. That's what I want, you know. So Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse, I'll read it fast. Verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Right? What? I just told you. So that's going to key element. The Jacob's trouble's coming. Trouble's coming. All right. He didn't say make that haste in the time when you waking up in the morning and have a cup of coffee and a tea, and you ain't gotta worry about it. You go outside, you see birds chirping and flowers blooming. No. He said, in time of trouble, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in the last and at the end. We just went over, I just said, second Ezra, when you, I can't think of it right now. That path, fire on one side, war on the other, and that one single path, one person at a time is walking, and what's going to be on the other side if you make it? That's the last end, and that's the kingdom. You're going to inherit the kingdom. Whatsoever is brought upon you, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. And I'm telling you, why would that be there if it's not going to happen, or it's not happening? Huh? Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. See, that's where it's at. And you know, this world is here. We see things. Oh, look at this. But you have faith. Your faith is a substance of things hoped for, right? The verse keep jumping in my mind. All right, hold on for a second. We'll come back to that. All right, it's a lot here. Faith, substance, Bible verse. Hebrews chapter 11.
According to Bible.com, Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 -6 NKJV. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good testimony.
Ooh. And our apostles and our elders has attained a good testimony. The great report that's been reported by them. And what they doing? They standing firm on it. All right? Hebrews chapter 1 verse 11. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And we have evidence. We don't see Yahawashi, but you know what? We see things according to what's happening around us. We got the wars and rumors of wars. That clarifies your faith. That helps your faith, boosts your faith. Because the scripture says about wars and rumors of wars, and it also tells you things of pestilence and great insurrection is coming at hand. And what's happening around us? Things is leading up to the great insurrection. All right, and what the grinding cease. Jobs is losing. Ain't nothing really out here. Everything is temporary. The kingdom is forever. That's why I say that straight gate. We're walking down that straight gate, the task of difficulty, that narrow path. Once we get to the other side, it's the kingdom is broad, like it's everything. Like once we get on that side, like we don't want to fall by temptation on this path. What you that moment you get what you got and you fall off, it's over then. What the hell you got? A little bit of chicken, some rice, and then what happened? You don't got everybody else got the kingdom. Whoever made it to the other side of the end, they got the kingdom, but you got your little piece of chicken. Now you just a regular citizen in the kingdom. You got regulars, you got your stuff, but you ain't one of the great ones. Don't you want to be a great one? I do. All right. And that's why I have faith in Yahawashi. I'm looking at this based upon that, and I'm very grateful that where I'm at in this thing, man. And I have a lot of evidence to prove that hey, the great words of Apostle Tahar in my dream. You better hold on tight. Look right at me, boy. That face, man. I'm never gonna forget it, man. You know, and He's one of the great ones, man. I can tell you other things, but in due time, the spirit Yahawashi I wanted to reveal, it'll be revealed. But hey, just that alone, that's great evidence, man. Powerful stuff, man. It's a lot of powerful things happening, man. I'm just amazed at where I'm at now. And I truly believe this is these are evidence of things not seen. That he said, okay, you're going through this for a reason. And what is that? We just read that. Where was that? I read that. Now let's go back to here. Where I was at. It was, let's go back to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. Right? It says, we do this by keeping our eyes on Yahawashi. That's the prize right there. That's the mission. Because he's going to be on the other side. I'm telling you, you make it to the other side, that narrow straight, that narrow gate, that task of difficulty, you get all the way through there, man, and you see people in front of you, and all you can do is look. You don't want to look back. Remember Lot's wife, so you got to stay focused. You got all shit happening on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, and you don't want to waver. Stay focused on what's in front of you. You hear all this shit in the back of your head. You see shit in front of you happening. But you got to stay focused, man. I know I do, man. All right. It says, and up there, you hear that. I'm telling you, I was just saying this, right? I said, you hear all this other shit, but that one voice, it sounds light, but it's loud enough to hear. It sounds light, but it's loud enough to hear. That's the prize. That's Yahawashi. Telling you, this is the way. Walk ye in it. And he's telling you through his men, right? And it is ultimateness. It's the ultimateness, man. I'm looking at it like, man. And then I say, hey, all right, I hear you. I'm going to follow that voice. And this is what I truly believe happened, man. This is what I truly believe happened. Because I got so much stuff I could talk about. I be trying to say it, but then sometimes right now at the time. But through the spirit of Yahawashi, when it says our eyes, right? Let's read this. We do this thing by keeping our eyes on Yahawashi, the champion, who initiate and perfect our faith because of the joy awaiting him. He endured the cross, and that's what we got to do now. Right now, let's go back real quick. Right, I think I just read that, but I want to read it again. I just saw that word. All right, here it says, go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. See? And make not haste in the time of trouble. Right? And so Yahawashi didn't make no haste in the time of his trouble. He says, let's go back. Right? He said, because halfway through the verse of Hebrews chapter 2, verse 2. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross, disregarding its shame. And we're going to be criticized, persecuted. We got to not be ashamed, man. I'm telling you, bro, like, I don't know what else to do. And I'm like, and I'm looking at people, they see me, and they're looking at me. I'm telling you, man. I was told some crazy stuff at one time, like this other individual, I'm just going to say a little bit fast. This one guy, this other job I was at, he says, man, whoever says something bad about you, every time they say somebody who says something bad, they always come to me. This was this guy told me one time. He's been around me for like 3-4 months. He said, man, every time somebody do something bad to you or say something bad about you, something happens to you. I told motherfuckers to leave you alone. Don't fuck with them. Because every time somebody sees something bad about him or say something about him, something bad happens to them. And I don't know, not like I did anything to them, but just the point. And I was like, wow, I was nervous when he said that. And I mean, it's truth. I'm like, man, I said, Lord, why y'all watch me on shop for protecting me? Because I need protection. And it was a lot. There was some scavengers. It was some real trifling dudes at that job, you know. And I was still being humble to them. I was even driving these people home, and they were trying to figure it out. They was plotting on me, man. It was crazy. But I truly believe the Lord protected me. You know, He protected me, and by that guy telling me that, and I haven't seen him in a while, but I used to see him time to time, and he was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I could see it in his eyes, like, but hey man, I just stay in the faith, and how about me shot? You know, I'm going to hell. I'm getting in, yeah, Satan, Shaitan throws monkey wrenches in my situation, man, and I truly believe that it's all a part of the test. Another brother told me this. He said, Satan has a job to do. And his job to throw obstacles at you to see if you could make it and perfect those obstacles. See if you can perfect those obstacles. You gotta perfect those obstacles. And that's our job. Salakia. Alright. And that's what Yahawashi did, right? That's what he did. He did that. Alright. Let's go back up and read this verse again. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. We do this by keeping our eyes on Yahawashi, the champion, who initiate and perfect our faith. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross, disregarding its shame. Now he sits in the place of honor. Woo! And beside Yahweh's throne. And that's where it's at, man. But you know it, right? And it says, think of all the hostility he endured. See that word endured again. And that's what's going to happen for the sinful, from the sinful people. These people, well, man, that's our people. In order to be a sinful person, you got to be given the law. You know? Then you won't become weary and give up. And you don't want that, man. I'm telling you, you want to, that's going to, he's the prize, the precious faith of Yahawashi, man. I'm telling you, man, we have to be up out of here, bro. You know, this is what we have to endure. All right, let's go back to this one right here, quick. It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly adore, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Our king was in trouble, busted up, and he was not shamed. Just read that verse. Yeah, that word was, it was in verse 2. Yeah, I can't be ashamed of this. Oh, we went to level up, bro. And like, I'm looking at this. You know how you could yeah, Apostle Kabal always say this. You gotta imagine, you gotta visualize this whole thing, and that's what I can see the vision. It's clear, and I'm able to walk. I'm able to navigate through the valley of shadow of death, man, because you can see the obstacles coming now. The obstacles is not easy, but it's more understanding because you can compare it to a certain situation you've been in. Like how should I conduct myself in this situation, in this worst case scenario, in this scenario? How can I, in this part of this whole worst case scenario, how can I stay focused on what should I do in this situation? And then you know how you apply wisdom. You apply wisdom. You know, what should I say about this? You think before you say. You know, your reaction is going to determine who's going to win at that moment. Your reaction. You listen, You let them talk, and then you know how to rectify or deal with the situation. You know, that's where we at. So So we that word was just jumped in my mind again, and I know I just read it. Yep, he said um this verse is sticking out to me, powerful. All right, let's look at the KJV. Let's go there. The Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2. The KJV, looking into Yahawashi, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy who for the joy that was sent before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is sat down and sits down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. And he's there like this, man. I'm telling you, bro, the prize is Yahweh Shah. He's the one that's gonna give you that crown. He's the one that's talking. If you want to hear, he's up there talking about you to Yahweh Shah in a good manner. Just try to protect. We can protect that one, Lord. Can we help him? He's talking to the council. The angels that sit around him. That's it. You got the Yahweh's throne and all the other ones, the angels, the elders sitting around. And Yahweh Shah's in the middle. And he's the king, man. He's talking for us, man. You can imagine that's the great council. That's level up stuff, man. All right. Level up. All right, so um so Salakia. I had another verse. What was that? I had something else that came to mind. Yeah, I read that one. Faith is the substance. We read that one. Yeah, I wanted to say something about faith. The substance, right? It's substance. It says Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. What does the word substance mean, right? Substance.
Here's the definition of substance. A particular kind of matter with uniform properties.
A particular kind of matter with uniform properties. Tangle, solid. It says, Salakia. What the second one said. I just wanted to see something here. Salakia.
The real physical matter of which a person or thing consists and which has a tangible, solid presence.
Woo! It's something that it is tangible. All right. Solid. All right. One more time.
The real physical matter of which a person or thing consists and which has a tangible, solid presence.
A solid presence. And that's this faith, man. And I'm telling you that, hey, the men of the Lord, it's a part of that substance. If you're doing your will, Yahweh, you're part of that substance because your precious, you have faith in Yahweh or something. Or what? We walk by faith and not by sight. All right, that's something we do. Walk by faith, not by sight. Bible verse.
According to Bible.com, 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7, New International Version. For we live by faith, not by sight.
That's where we live by faith, not by sight. All right. Salakia. just wanted to see that shit. I just wanted to see that verse in the blue letter. This is level up stuff, man. Hey. The headline reads for this chapter, chapter 5, 2 Corinthians chapter 5. The temporal and the eternal. That's the headlines, temporal and the eternal. I'll just read a little bit. I'm just gonna go with the spirit. Look what it says: temporal and eternal. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle, which were dissolved, we have a building of Yahweh, and a house not made with hands, eternal in heaven, in the heavens. For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. If so be that we being clothed, we should not be found naked. Right? And it says, getting to the point. And we don't want to be found naked. Right? For we that are in the tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon that more. Salakia. How do you say this? Mortality. I couldn't get the mortality out. Mortality might be swallowed up of life, because we want to live forever, man. That's why. But immortality, we're going to live forever. But mortality might be swallowed up of life. Because we die every fucking day, man. We got to deal with this madness, man. There's too much shit going on, man. And we can't, only way we could deal with it is by enduring. Hey, I got a little angry right there. I'm entitled. Shit's crazy. But our faith in Yahawashi, what he said, that he was not ashamed that he bared that cross. Now he's sitting on the right hand side of Yahweh. Level up. Verse 5. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 5. Now know he that has wrought us for the self-same thing is Yahweh, who also has given unto us earnest, the earnest of the Spirit. Right? Hold on, let's see what earnest means real quick. Earnest. Earnest mean.
Here's the definition of earnest: resulting from or showing sincere and intense conviction.
Yeah, intense conviction. Right? An earnest student. And we do resulting from or showing sincere and instant conviction. And we are sincere about this, man. Sincerity and truth, man. Right? Given unto us the earnest of the Spirit. Therefore, we are always confident, knowing that knowing that rest. How you pronounce this? Slakia. Man, I got bad. Russell.
Whilst.
whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from Yahawashi. We here, man. For we walk by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and present with the Lord Yahawashi. We do. We want to be up there. But we have a job to do. Wherefore we labor, that whether present or absent, we may be acceptable of him. I love this chapter too. This just came out the Spirit fed me this one. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahawashi Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. So that's the mission, man. You want to be one of them good ones. You want to be doing this for Yahawashi. You want to adore this, man. Like precious faith. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahawashi by Shemar Kakwadash, the Wadi Yahawashi for the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim. Shalom.